everybody. Today we're with our good friend slash my sister, Eliana. And so we're gonna ask her about her impressions about the 3 latest videos that we made. And before, we're gonna ask her a couple of questions, so.
Hi, I'm Eliana, and I attend the University of Maryland, and I'm very excited to talk about the things I learned from the videos today.
Just as a pre-questionnaire, the first question is, what do you think about service animals? Like, what is the first image slash idea that you get when you think about a service animal?
I think service animals are very important to serve the purpose of helping those that cannot rely on their own bodies and have to trust another source to help them get around, understand where they are, because they're not physically able to do that on their own.
This is a pretty good start. How do you see disabilities in general? Do you think that it's a barrier to people or a positive aspect to one's identity?
As we evolve, disabilities have become less of a negative image of people who should be separated and excluded from the rest of society because they're different, and now gladly, it's being looked as a characteristic, as a quality, a trait, not something negative, but something that people live with. And it might be difficult, the things that come along with it, but because there's a fight, because there is a strive to be who they are, it's beautiful.
That's what we're trying to get through. But I do believe that on an international scale, that might not be the case. Living in America, we see all these wonderful things and kind of more inclusion, but there's still exclusion in school systems. We don't learn about disability, which is a major factor. We don't learn about disabilities in the school system. Have you ever really learned about this topic in high school?
The closest I've ever gotten was in elementary school. I was a coach for the
Special Olympics,
Special Olympics, which I really loved. But other than that, we were, I think, undereducated and underinformed of the humanness of disability, not just the fact that it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
They didn't try to find a way to normalize it.
Yes.
And so people, I think, are still feel distant or not as connected as I think they should be within the disabled community.
Are you familiar with the term invisible disability?
Invisible disability, from the term I can infer that it's not a disability that you can see. It's probably something that's not detectable by eye.
Now for the fun part.
Okay, what should the hashtag be for this week? I think Athena should be the hashtag.
It's honestly so incredible that a service animal, in this case a service dog, could be trained from just a pet to a lifesaver. The fact that the service dog, Athena, helped her owner overcome anxiety is really amazing. I think it's very important that colleges, university staff, and faculty accommodate their students with things like Sigma, with service animals in general. And I hope that UMD and other universities, other than Arizona State, make their students more welcome to this idea of having animals there to help humans live an easier and more accommodating life.
Can I make faces?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
I always thought that disabilities develop from birth and from a very young age, but it's so interesting and at the same time alarming that anyone could develop disabilities at any age, which also gives an able-bodied person more of that empathetic entrance into this subject, because it could happen to anyone, and we should all be careful of our own beings and also respectful to those who are discovering these new qualities that they have. And the way that Ziv appreciates his invisible disability makes you want to get a diagnostic test as well, because literally,
yes, disability is the new sexy.
Makes me want to be disabled.
Like a beautiful girl, and I said thank you. I appreciated that. That was very nice. He had a very weird laugh though. He
I guess this goes back to Sigma's video with her service animal. There are probably many universities that don't help students with invisible disabilities, especially. I can just imagine how difficult it is for these students to complete assignments and attend classes when they're not understood by their professors and other students. I think that it's something to look more into and check up on, really. These videos could really bring up this issue. I know that there is this thing called like extended time that students are given. That's the closest I can say that accommodates invisible disability with some sort of advantage or upper hand.
Yeah, I think it would be really interesting if able-bodied people do understand the accommodations and, you know, kind of research that idea of what accommodations can you have. And
right.
I think colleges aren't aware of half of the things that they could accommodate their students for.
I think it's more complex than giving extra time.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of simplifying the issue or simplifying their condition. There really should be a more specialized sector of compression and like, I don't even know whether like some sort of like psychoanalysis.
You go tell them.
You know, I'm saying like we could get like anthropologists on this, sociologists, psychologists on this, to make case studies and understanding like the curriculums that we can build for people with these invisible these learning disabilities, especially because they're put in the same environment as any other able-bodied person.
Inclusion. If you're gonna offer inclusion, might as well actually like do what you have to do.
Right.
Oh, that's great. That's a good point, and we should definitely look more into that.
I think what I'm trying to say is it would be nice to see equality and justice given to these disabilities, and for people to be able to participate in society with just as many benefits. By the way, I love that she says that we're all human.
We are all human. That's what it comes down to. All right, last but not least, what do you think the hashtag of the week should be?
I think the hashtag of the week should be hashtag we are human.
We are human. Hashtag we are human. Comment, like, share this video, subscribe to us, and we hope to answer those questions and, you know, comment back to you guys. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.